Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your beginning of June message, just looking at your overall energy for the beginning of this month for the next couple weeks. As always, keep in mind it's a general reading. It might not resonate with everyone that watches. This is a Celtic cross just for Sagittarius. It's not a relationship reading, although it could apply to relationship, any other part of your life it could apply to as well, Sag. So take it as it resonates for you. I will also put out a love message for you. Link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. All right, let's begin. Sagittarius, you have a lot of vision right now. You can see a portal into the future because I have the vision and the unseen card. I have Neptune coming out as well. I feel like there's an uptick in psychic ability for you, intuitive ability for you, but I also get the sense that you're going to be very grounded and dealing with a bit of realism right now. The Hangman did come out as a hidden factor. There might be like a suspension or a pause in something. I do get the sense that you want something to move more quickly right now in June, Sag, but I feel like through the reading, Spirit is saying change is coming. But if you want change, you have to make the first move. You have to be the change you see in the world. One day at a time, one step at a time, Sagittarius. Slow and steady will win the race. But you have a vision right now that's clearly taking you towards like revolution and change. It's kind of amazing. They wanted me to use my Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Archetype deck. Usually I have to ask permission to use this deck. The guides are attached to this deck are pretty stingy. So when they sing to me from the get-go, I get really excited. What came out for you for June was the vision, the creator, and the shapeshifter. The unseen is at the bottom of the deck, and the one. You're the one. The sword, you know the truth. Okay. So you may feel somewhat unseen, but I feel as though because I have the vision and the unseen, you can see what is unseen at this time. And I feel like it has to do with the future. I think you see yourself as the creator of your own vision. And with the shapeshifter coming out, there's some kind of a transformation taking place for you. And I know that because a catalyst for you at the beginning of June is the planet of Uranus. This is, well, Uranus is the only planet that spins on its side. It's very rebellious and chaotic. It wakes things up. It shakes things up. It's a potential for sudden, shocking enlightenment and shocking change. Uranus, you know, your planet of Jupiter wants us to expand. But Uranus wants us to advance, so it's a little different. So things that have been antiquated and the same for a really long time and have gotten kind of old and stale and not moving quickly enough, there's a potential for change right now. I feel like Uranus is encouraging you to see yourself as capable of creating a life that brings growth and transformation because you are shifting shape. There are unseen forces around you, and it's making your vision of what you create even clearer. You guys are going to make some kind of a major change. For some of you, that might be outward appearance, branding, your business, your resume. You may make some kind of a change in that way. It might be a lifestyle change. It's like you're moving through a cycle slowly. I know you want it to move quicker, but Virgo is here to remind you slow and steady wins the race because solar system influences that are really going to hit you guys the next couple weeks. We have the planet of Neptune. We have the sign of Virgo. And your catalyst or challenge, I think, is the third house. Think about how you communicate and what you communicate. I'm also getting the sense that because the vision, the creator, and the shapeshifter came out, and I have a card of revolution and Uranus, some of you work locally or you're thinking about going from playing it small to playing it really big, but you know that you have to put the hard work in now to make a dream come true. Neptune is about our fantasies and our yearnings and our longings, and there is a potential for illusion with Neptune, but Neptune and the sign of Pisces that it's associated with, Neptune really wants you to make your dreams come true and create heaven on earth for yourself. You have a vision right now for your future. You see yourself changing in some way. But right now, Virgo is saying it's time to be dutiful. It's time to be humble. You do have to be very discriminating and diligent at this time. Virgo kind of brings with it this mundane, painstaking air. From time to time, but it is subtle and humble and subdued. I feel like Spirit's saying The secret to making your dreams come true at this time, Sagittarius, is to just keep doing what you have to do. If you want to expand, you might need to be more connective. Communication is going to be very important, and be ready for change. You do have to be ready for change at this time. I Ching activations for you. Hexagram 62, 53, and 49. Okay. Attention to detail, very much about that Virgo energy. A steady pace is what you need to take. Also that Virgo energy towards revolution. And I feel like the planets of Uranus and Neptune are saying to you, hey, your dreams aren't stupid and your dreams aren't crazy. But do you want to just live in a fantasy, or do you really want to communicate what you want and articulate it and manifest it and make those dreams real? It's about how you're moving through life and how you're communicating. Some of you need to hear, stop playing it small. You do need to transform soon, but right now there's some things that need to be buttoned up, I'm hearing. It's very important that you pay attention to the details at this time. Concentration will be required, and a steady pace, okay? Slow and steady wins the race, one step at a time. You are moving towards revolution. Hexagram 49, big changes for you, big changes coming in. Your advice from the archangels right now is be assertive, don't stop, and remain positive. Okay, so I do see that, like, you do look like you're worried about the timing of things. You do look like you're hanging in there. You know that you're in a bit of a time of transition. Things are stressful to a degree, but Spirit's saying, again, with the third house and the angels saying, you know, be assertive. Communication is key at this time. It's important to get your point across. Okay, Spirit is bringing good communication, good articulation, good ideas, and breakthroughs in at this time. If you're willing to communicate, if you're willing to be assertive, okay, don't stop remaining positive. Positivity is important at this time. Your higher self wants you to be positive as well. The overall energy this month for you is the Three of Wands. And I chuckled because I'm like, they get this all the time, but that's because you're always future focused. Three of Wands is a card of Sagittarius, what dreams may come, assessing for growth potential. You're really thinking about the future, but the catalyst or the challenge is the Six of Swords. I noticed that this guy is looking out over a harbor. There's tiny little ships in the distance, and this guy's in a boat. So you may be around water, a body of water. I'm not seeing the Chariot, but watch traffic patterns if you have to take the ferry or you have to go over a drawbridge. You may be at a distance from something that you want. It's possible that you're thinking about travel, or someone might be thinking about traveling for you, but things are just going along slowly. That's the catalyst or the challenge. We do need to leave behind anything that we were conflicted about, any conflict, loss, and change. It's just time to move forward and think about the future slowly. It is a rite of passage. It is this time of transition for you. Things aren't moving quickly. I think you'd like them to move more quickly. But in the deep past, what is influencing this moment in time the most is the Sun to the Ace of Pentacles. So that could have been a new job or a new offer, this great new idea. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed that we plant that manifests into abundance. I'm hearing something about someone's birthday, or finding out about a pregnancy or a child being born. Might be the anniversary of something. A good job, a good idea, because I do have the Ace of Swords here. There was a lot of optimism in the beginning and optimism that would lead to more. A Leo could have been involved. But deep within, recent past, Eight of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. Worried about the way things are playing out. Almost feeling like sometimes at the beginning of the month, like last month moving into this month, you won't be 100% sure how you feel about the timing of your life. And you do look like you're a little worried about the cycles you've played out. Don't be blind to your cycles of karma, and be open to cycles of dharma, Sagittarius. It is a time of change and transformation, but you have to be willing to look at it and see. You might be a little uncomfortable with the cycles that are playing out right now, but I see that you want to rise above it, because what your soul is telling you and what you're thinking, what the highest version of you will be thinking about all this time, is the Five of Wands to the Star. I have a King of Swords here and Justice. Some of you are dealing with a Libra or an Aquarius this month, but I also have Capricorn and Pisces, of course, Leo. Mutable sign and fixed sign energy coming out here with the wheel. I feel like your spirit is, your soul is saying to you, don't give up hope. You can rise above this bullshit. And Aquarius is associated with the planet of Uranus. That planet is calling to you, like, don't give up hope. You can have a feeling of freedom and renewal. You can rise above petty bullshit at this time. There might also be a lot of competition around you, in particular in career, but Spirit's trying to say to you, you're above that. You're a rising star at this time. Don't give up hope that things can't be worked out. You might have really good ideas this month that can help bring harmony and cooperation to group dynamics where it's just sort of like a band tuning up and herding cats. Like things can get better. But your action this beginning of this month is the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Okay, there's a couple different ways I can interpret this. If this is all your action, Sagittarius, I feel like right now you're like, all right, look, I mean business, okay? I really mean business. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm very sovereign right now. I'm very honest right now. The truth will set you people free, and I'm going to stand in my truth. Y'all can do what you want, but I have fresh new ideas, and I'm sticking by them, and I'm standing in my truth. I'm cutting through to the truth. Some of you might be a little intimidating to people around you. Conversely, you could be intimidated by someone. Someone around you may have an injury. They may need to sit. That might be you as well. I'm hearing someone with a knee or a leg or a hip injury that's not doing great. You might be a little intimidating to other people. Someone might be a little intimidating to you. Some of you really just have to like cut off your emotions right now. Be very straightforward. Be master of your own domain. And you might feel a little worn out. Boundaries are a thing right now. Even if the King of Swords is someone else. The way you see yourself right now, though, Sagittarius, is the Devil and the Six of Cups. Well, first of all, you could just be having fond memories of a Capricorn or the past. But watch out for past memories holding you back. You might be thinking quite a bit about some of the more difficult times in your own childhood or with your children. You might have memories that are kind of haunting you. You might be a little obsessive about the past. I'm also sensing like feelings of guilt or insecurity about the past. Again, don't let the past hold you back. And if this King of Swords is an issue, things are moving slowly. You might be worried about where something is going. Spirit's saying you can move forward. This can get better. Something may be reminding you of something that happened in the past. In the environment, hidden factors that you're not aware of. I did clarify this a bit. I have the Five of Swords and the Hangman. So some of you might need to hear, you have to fight through something and see something from a different point of view. You might have to radically accept some stuff that's difficult to accept, and that won't be easy. There may also be some ego wounds at play between yourself and someone else, some anger, even some jealousy. So I clarified this and I was like, what's the Five of Swords about? Like someone might be irritated. Clarifying this is the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So for some of you, this might have to do with like rent or a landlord or roommate kind of situation. Someone may feel like, God damn it, you left me holding the bag for something financially. Someone might be angry and irritated about where you're putting money versus where they're putting money. They might think something's unfair. They might have thought something isn't 100% equal give and take, but they don't have a choice but to deal with this right now. They're irritated about that. They're frustrated. That might be towards you, or you may end up having to pay for something or deal with something that you don't really want to. There might be some fighting and disagreements about resources, who's getting what. Something about kids might be involved. I'm hearing something about wanting like kids getting too many of the resources and someone wants them for themselves. That might be a factor for some of you, but of course not all of you. I do think that maybe someone is seeing something that they didn't see before and they're mad about that. It's reminding you of something from the past, but you know that you just have to let this person work through their feelings. The way you're feeling right now is Justice and the Four of Cups. Some of you are dealing with a Libra. Some of you have Libra in your chart. When the way you're feeling is the justice and the Four of Cups, I think you will feel like you have some emotional stability, but I also feel like in order to have balance in your life, in order to, I'm hearing you want to be fair, you want to play by the rules, you're willing to deal with the consequences of your choices. You do feel like things, you may have to do something, you might have to make a choice that you know the consequences of will be important to consider. You're emotionally considering that. What choices have I made? Where have they led me? I mean, I have a saying, your choices are your destiny. And you're thinking about choices that you make next. Final outcome, there is anxiety, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Get some help where you can. Make sure you get good sleep, because when I have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands, things will be kind of tough right now. And I think in the beginning of June, you're going to be like, when is this shit ever going to end? You're going to have to stand your ground, Sagittarius. You're going to have to either stand up to this King of Swords or be the King of Swords. You may get advice or deal with some kind of a consequence that you don't really want to. Watch out for cycles that you're playing out that are kind of immature. It probably involves like being trapped in your head all the time, looping about the past. Again, maybe something with a Capricorn. In a second, you guys. There we go. Sorry, my alarm was going off. So this is going to bring anxiety, and you will sort of feel the need to bury your head. And Spirit is saying it is important to remain positive. Don't stop doing what you're doing. You do have to be assertive. It may be a struggle to be assertive right now. But Spirit's saying, stand your ground. This is only temporary. The Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune remind you, this is only temporary. This is all leading to a change. And you can see it all, Sagittarius. You have a lot of vision right now. You see that you're creating something in your life that will bring change. Don't give up hope. The first week or so of June is just going to be a little tense and tough. Believe that your solution-focused optimism and passion can get you through. Like, let the sun shine. Let the stars shine, okay? Everything that you're going through right now, it looks like some growing pains. It's because you're creating a new reality for yourself and shifting shape. It will all lead to a Neptunian vision, okay, that helps you break out of old cycles. You're almost done. And the Ace of Swords is here. Spirit's saying you're on the right path. I'm bringing towards you that which is best for you, that which was right for you. Gemini energy. When you finish this cycle, you're going to open up to newness, new and better choices where you can choose best and better for yourself. Think about how you're communicating it, though. Just nose to the nose to the grindstone for the next week or two, Sag. You're going to get through this, okay? I can feel it. All right, Sag, that's your oracle message and basic tarot message for the beginning of June. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.